Hello everyone, good day to all. It's another week and it's another few days of heavy rainfall here in our country as we expect this new LPA to traverse the central portions of the Philippines within the next 48 hours. So this is now the initial update on LPA 96W, which is trying to organize into a depression, but most likely this will form over the West Philippine Sea if favorable conditions persist. So it depends. Okay, and this is for today, Monday, June 29, 2026, English version, brought to you by Typhoon 2000 and Naga College Foundation. Before we proceed, we would like to thank our partners, Aboitiz Power, and the local government of Naga City, headed by our Honorable Mayor, Len Robredo, and our Honorable Vice Mayor, Gabi Bordado. Well, the storm is struggling to develop, although it has continuing to develop more thunderstorms to the west and south of its center, and it's likely to dump scattered to occasional heavy rainfall with some thunderstorms across the Visayas, Northern and Eastern Mindanao, and the Bicol Region, and it will expand across Southern Tagalog provinces. Metro Manila will not be spared by these scattered thunderstorms, as well as MiMaRoPa. So expect cloudburst from these many thunderstorms that will pass in various parts of central Philippines beginning today until likely through Wednesday, as the system traverse this central Philippines. And then on Tuesday, late Tuesday, it will be over the West Philippine Sea. Some of the models are developing it into a tropical depression, but others remain as a low pressure area until it exceeds the Philippine Area of Responsibility, becoming a TD near Hainan. And then we have another low pressure area which has been lingering for the past week. This is LPA 95W, and it's now medium chance of becoming a tropical cyclone. So here we go. Here's the last graph set we issued late last night, and then here's the low pressure system, which is struggling to organize, although right now it's becoming much improved as the system moves closer to central Philippines. So last night, still less than 35% of becoming a tropical cyclone. As we check the latest on the forecast models, it's still the same based on the physics and the AI-based model. It will likely remain as a low pressure system in West 96W, and once the system develops into a tropical depression west of our country, and if it is still within the Philippine Area of Responsibility, it will be named locally as Henry. So there's another one here. So this one is much promising when it comes to meteorological conditions. So this will become tropical depression, and even forecast models are suggesting it to become a super typhoon category 4, and it could who knows, it could reach category 5 based on the very warm sea surface temperature and oceanic heat content of the Western Pacific from the west and east of Guam. We have the southwest monsoon here, and slightly weaker, affecting the Calayan Island Group and the Panatag Shoal, and across the West Philippine Sea is flatlish, so there might be some occasional monsoon rains at this time. And here's the latest from the Joint Typhoon Warning Center. They are not mentioning 96W yet, and here's 95W, already upgraded into medium, meaning it could develop beyond 24 hours. And here's the latest from Japan Meteorological Agency, also an LPA at 10 degrees 129 east, moving slowly closer towards eastern Visayas. Here's the other one, which is a little active based on the atmospheric pressure here of 1006 millibars and 1008 for 96W. Here's the forecast of Japan Meteorological Agency for the next 2 days. This is the 24 hours over the eastern coastal waters of Samar, and the other one is already a tropical depression over Marshall Islands, and on the 48-hour, this will be early morning of Wednesday. It's traversing central Visayas or southern Bicol. This LPA 96W is still a weak system, 1008 millibars, And this one is still a tropical depression over the Marshall Islands. Now let's proceed to the latest from Pag-asa. So as of 3 a.m., they are locating the storm, or the LPA, 495 kilometers east of Surigao, 10.0, 130.0, southwest monsoon affecting the western sections of Southern Luzon. But if you could see the latest on the satellite, it's over the West Philippine Sea. Southern Luzon, western sections, is the boundary between the southwesterly wind flow and the trough of LPA 96W. So here's the latest from the rain forecast, rainfall warning forecast for Pag-asa for the next 24 hours, which is today, 5 a.m. This is 5 a.m. today until 5 a.m. tomorrow. So the potential impacts, there will be some 50 to 100 millimeters of rainfall across Masbate, Sorsogon, Ticao, Burias, Northern Samar, Eastern Samar, Biliran, Leyte, and Southern Leyte, and over northeastern Mindanao, over the Naga Islands, Siargao, and Bocas Grandes. Okay, and Surigao del Norte will be experiencing 50 to 100 millimeters based on the rain forecast. So possible flooding, landslides will be expected. So please take all necessary precautions. Now let's move on day 2. This is the 48-hour. This will be for tomorrow, 5 a.m. Tuesday until 5 a.m. Wednesday. 50 to 100 millimeters will shift across Romblon, Mindoro provinces, the rest of Palawan. Masbate, Ticao, and Burias will still experience 50 to 100 millimeters, but it's dissipating by tomorrow. So again, the same hazards, flooding and landslides will be expected. So please take all necessary precautions. Now let's move on to Wednesday, July 1st. The impacts of the 50 to 100 millimeters, that's heavy rainfall, will still be expected over Occidental Mindoro, Calamin-Cubab Islands, and the rest of Palawan. The rest are showing improving weather conditions. Now let's take a look at the latest from the European Model Rain Forecast, 24-hour rainfall accumulation forecast. So beginning 7 a.m. today until 7 a.m. tomorrow, the rainfall here over Masbate, Northern Panay, Romblon will have 50 to 100 millimeters of rainfall, while the Bicol Region will have the 50 up to 50 millimeters based on the color scale of the or the color shading of ECMWF, while Naga is again on the middle of the pack with lower rainfall rate of 15.6 for the next 24 hours. But this is forecast, so we are considering Naga and the rest of the Bicol region to be under 30 to 50 millimeters or more than that, depends on the severity of the localized thunderstorms that will pass over the Bicol region. And then on Tuesday, tomorrow, the rainfall will shift over the whole of Mindoro with rainfall rates of more than, rainfall accumulation of more than 100 millimeters. So 30 to 100 millimeters will still be expected, and over the eastern sections of Central Luzon, that's Northern Quezon, 50 to 100. Metro Manila will have less than 50 millimeters of rainfall, but we don't know if there's a very severe thunderstorm that it could reach up to 100 millimeters. So again, please take all necessary precautions for the possible effects of this LPA. On July 1st, Wednesday, the LPA will now emerge over the West Philippine Sea, west of Mindoro, and most likely northern Palawan will still experience 50 to 100 millimeters of rainfall or more, depending on the thunderstorm activity, while the rest of the country will have normal rain conditions, which meaning it's less than 30 millimeters of rainfall for 24 hours on Wednesday. On Thursday, it's becoming much improved across the country as the LPA moves towards southern China. And on Friday and Saturday, we are back to our normal weather conditions, meaning good weather in the morning, the afternoon, evening. There will be chances of afternoon or evening rain showers and thunderstorms. Now let's take a look at the latest on the thunderstorm activity. So this is the thunderstorm activity. It looks like the whole of the country will have isolated to scattered rain showers and thunderstorms because of this LPA more frequent due to the LPA. And then by Tuesday, especially in the afternoon. There might still be thunderstorms. Actually, it's really nationwide. And then Wednesday, you can see these scattered thunderstorms throughout the next 3 days. And then on Friday, it's a daily occasion, but the much higher intensity of these thunderstorms are today, Tuesday, and into Wednesday. And for the fast animation, zoom out. This is from University of Wisconsin Tropical Cyclone page. So this is now LPA 96W. The exact center of the LPA somewhere here. Okay. And it's forecast to move towards the west across northern Visayas or southern Bicol and into the west of Mindoro. So we expect a whole day of cloudy conditions, overcast skies with on and off rainfall or thunderstorms. Okay, so please take all necessary precautions. And then here's the other one. This is LPA 95W, which has been lingering for a week. And this is likely to become a very strong tropical cyclone as it heads towards the northern Marianas into the direction of southern Japan. So that's the forecast of most of the typhoon global models, of the global typhoon models. Okay. Now let's take a look at the latest on the zoom-in satellite animation. So you can see there are already some approaching thunderstorms, array of thunderstorms across the Bicol Region and Eastern Visayas, Northeastern Mindanao. Cebu will also experience some thunderstorms, and the rest of the Visayas. And as we take a look at the latest on the forecast, this is the ECMWF forecast. Then it doesn't show anything on that LPA. It's really a weak system moving across central Philippines. And then fast forward on Wednesday, the LPA will now emerge here over the west of Southern Luzon and into the West Philippine Sea. Okay, so it will no longer be a threat to our country. On July 3, it's already a very strong LPA and could become a tropical depression. And farther here to the east, that's the 95W for the next 5 days of the first week of July until July 8. And into the extended forecast up to 14 days, it will track towards southern Japan. So it's not a threat to our country. And then we have another LPA that is set to form west of Guam on July 11, but it's still moving towards Taiwan and the southern islands of Japan. So the main weather conditions to our in our country for the next 14 days will be the southwest monsoon and the localized thunderstorms. So that's more good news when it comes to tropical cyclones not affecting our country. Now let's take a look at the latest on the Google DeepMind. Even the Google DeepMind doesn't show anything on this LPA here. It's quite a low pressure system. Just a few dots of becoming a TD, and it's moving towards the West Philippine Sea. But this one is much more populated with forecast plots, those forecast circles, indicating that the system is really brewing to become a very strong typhoon. And then there's another one here, but it's not yet in high probability. Here's the track of the 95W, and it looks like come July 6, 7, and 8, it could become a most likely a super typhoon, because most of the ensemble members of the Google DeepMind, the AI model of Google, is showing category 4, a high of 30 members, or intensity distribution at 30, category 5 at 15. But it's not a threat to our country. Those living over Japan, please take all necessary precaution. Pay attention on the upcoming 95W, because it could bring severe weather, although it's weakening to category 1 on July 11, but we don't know because of the very warm sea surface temperatures. As for the wave heights, there's no problem across the Philippines, the surrounding seas, until July 2. The west is up to a meter. Over the central waters of the country is less than 1 meter, calm conditions. But over the West Philippine Sea, it will increase from 2 to 3 meters on July 2 to 3 and into July 4 because of the LPA, which is set to become a monsoon depression or tropical depression as it approaches Hainan Island. Okay, so there you go. That's the latest from Typhoon 2000 and yours truly, Mike, Mr. Typhoon Padua. And we will return on Tuesday for another update. And it's all pray that this LPA will just give the right amounts of rainfall for our farmers, for loving farmers, since they need this rainfall from this LPA. And those living in low-lying areas, flood-prone areas, please prepare for possible sudden flooding when the LPA passes over Central Philippines. Again, stay safe always. Be #WeatherWiser, be #TyphoonWiser, and thank you so much for watching our channel. God bless to all.